Alright, Jumba. I'm outside. Go ahead and give me the deets.
Alright, champ. This is a real simple gig. You're gonna break into WeirdCo. You're gonna klep'd the Alpha Kit. And you're gonna get out. Quietly this time.
Flatline, you need to have a little faith. Remember, I'm the champ. I got this.
No, I know you got it. You always say you got it. Just don't fuck it up this time.
Facilitated and vital force won't spare what I'm looking for. It's the animal in my blood. Wouldn't stop it if I could. See this all not chipping in. Roll the bones not chipping in. Build that cold not chipping in. Mayhem flows. Not backing down. Never backing down. Not backing down. Yeah.
Nice. Good to know that the plan's going exactly as we drew it up.
You said quietly, not non-violently. The two aren't mutually exclusive, you know.
Can you touch it? Can't win 'cause here we go.
Christ, these people are nerds.
You do realize you're in there to klep'd a box of trading cards, right?
Shut up.
Hey, champ. You got an update for me?
Alpha Kit is secure. Moving out.
You have won.
You got it? Great. Now, Delta. I don't want to get caught up. I got shit to do.
Chipping in. Total war, I'm chipping in. K6 full, I'm chipping in. Kill them all.
Alright, WeirdCo. Let's see what's in this alpha case. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Ain't no way. I'm done. Donnie. What is going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. My name is Brent and I am the People's Champion, and I have done the unthinkable. I have done what no one thought possible. I have liberated myself from the WeirdCo basement. Hard Rock cannot contain the hype anymore. Donnie would never see me be contained like this before because I have done something else. I have done something else thought to be impossible. Thought to be impossible indeed. I have broken into the WeirdCo vault. I have liberated another item from its containment so that I could bring it to you, the people. I have been able to acquire the one thing that all of us have been talking about, an alpha kit. Inside this very kit is an alpha kit. And I plan on opening it before all of you. We will go over its contents. We will scrutinize every single detail, the foiling, the card thickness, the texture, the quality of the words, the quality of the ink. We will go over every last detail and we will tell them what we think. Come with me to the table and I will show you the way. We are finally here, the promised land. The Cyberpunk TCG Alpha Kit, liberated freshly from the research facilities of WeirdCo. This box is nice. It's a very nice box. It's got nice weight to it because it's full of cards, obviously, but the box itself has a nice magnetic enclosure. Not that any of you are actually going to be able to see this box in person, except for those who have been given one, of course. But I just like to point it out because, honestly, this kind of effort into just an alpha kit box, just for presentory purposes, is kind of nice, you know? They could have just sent it in a regular cardboard box before we ever actually saw the cards, and we could have just opened up, looked at the cards, and it would be handy dandy. So let's get into the opening proper. Are you guys sure you're ready for this? I'm not sure you're ready for this, because I'm ready for this, but I don't know if you're ready for this. I'm just kidding, we're ready for this. Peel that back. Welcome to Night City, it says. Welcome to Night City, guys. Exactly, welcome to Night City. First things first, we see a paper playmat. Paper playmat. So, we have seen this playmat, obviously. I mean, this is a paper one. ones that they use, a copy of the ones they use on the stream, has everything that we need. We have our fix area, play area, all that. We have all seen, there's 2 of them. So that's 2 players, obviously. So if you want to share with a friend. But let's get into the real meat and potatoes of this. I mean, we've all seen a playmat. A playmat is a playmat. We are here for the cards. And the foil Nova rare etched card that we received is Saburo Arasaka. Look at it. Look how pretty it is. How incredible it is. Shoot. Let's liberate it from this pack itself. It's so shiny that it doesn't want to stay in focus. Look at that. Tear it open. Gently. Gently now. Pull tabs never open properly for me. Let's put it open. Some of you are out there looking at this in cringy. It's because you think I'm damaging the card. Oh, fresh cardboard. Can you see all those lines of texture? Oh, this video is not doing it any justice. I love the depth of it. I love that the Saburo himself is actually not the foil part, so he stands out from the background, but everything before, it's nice, beautiful rainbow. The letters are foiled, the Saburo Arasaka, but it's good that the text itself is not foil because you still want to be able to read the card. But yeah, no, this is gorgeous. Of course, the card back. The card back is not textured, guys. As much as I would have loved to have like a textured card back, it is not textured, but you know what? If they did do that, it would end up being a lot pricier of a game, I think. Now, looks like the line work on that part right there is a lot deeper than the rest of it, but that could just been on purpose. It could not have been, but it is noticeable. But there are parts on the sleeves that have it, so I think it was on purpose. The card stock is good, nice thickness. We're gonna put him over there. The first deck. Welcome to the official Cyberpunk trading card game. Form the ultimate Edge Runner crew. Mix and match your favorite characters from the Cyberpunk franchise to create an unstoppable net running crew. Overcome your opponent by not just doing damage, by completing gigs, gaining eddies. I cannot read. I'm a TCG player, and increasing the rep as Night City Legends. Adapt to dynamic gigs. Nothing's guaranteed in Night City. Be ready to change with your strategy on the fly when the gigs don't go as planned. Lock down your crew and protect a valuable dice roll. Or set your sights on opponents if their reward looks a little bit more enticing. Alright, so I don't know what's on the top here. The nice peel away. I love and hate these because sometimes, genuinely, I cannot find them and I do not want to open. I will say the cards smell nice. I know some people like to smell their cards, and they do have a nice scent to them. It has that fresh ink smell. Oh, revealed straight from the back, we got Jackie Wales Ride or Die Choom. This has been a contentious card because it is in just like the slight testing of this game that we have seen just from the limited amount of revealed cards in the Nexus. Jackie Wells has been a pain of a card for a lot of people. I'm assuming this is the V and Friends deck that's right in front of it. Of course, as you can tell, it says +2 power for each friendly gig you control, and it's at a base 6. So very quickly, just by having 2 gigs, you're already stealing 2 gigs from your opponent when you swing with it. And he becomes more powerful because of that as well, so it becomes harder to deal with. So it has been a complaint in the community that this guy needs to be dealt with or have the ability to be dealt with. Let's put him on the back. Let's reveal the front card proper. We're upside down, so that means Jackie on the back is upside down. How to win! Before you begin, these little tip cards. We've all seen the gameplay of it. So our first legend is Jackie Wells. Pour one out for me. He is one of the legends that you are put down face down. And of course we have Corporate V, Exile. I love this artwork. It really is. And I'm feeling the cardstock all throughout it. And it is honestly really nice. You know, It's not super thick, but it's also not super thin. It's kind of going to be nice for when we're putting them in sleeves officially and being able to play with them. We got Victor Vector, everybody's favorite Ripper Doc. So this is a blue and yellow deck. Kuroshi Optics, we've seen this. We got 1, 2, 3. We can play 3 copies of these cards in our decks. So each individual deck, you can have a maximum of 3 copies in a deck. So it's all based off your RAM. And so we'll get into that into a how to play video. And there are lots of other how to play videos out there already. But we might do one here on the channel. So we got the Mandibular Upgrade. We have seen this card, I believe, revealed. I thought this was, okay, it's an implant. So it gives, okay. This gives blocker, okay. I was reading it because it was a unit. And I was like, since when is a Mandibular Upgrade a unit? But there's a gear card that gives a unit blocker. So we got 2 of those. We got Dying Light. This is V's signature gun that you get at the beginning of the game. Obviously, everyone likes this gun. I like the little dagger at the end of it. But again, this art is incredible, to be quite honest. So, I mean, if you have 7 street cred, if you defeat a rival gear card that costs 2 or less. So, on swing, if you have 7 or more street cred, you just rip a gear off of someone's a legend or unit. So you got 1, 2 of those. We got Flooring. This is our first program card in the deck. We have seen this revealed as well. It just bounces a 4 cost or less to your owner's hand. It's got 1, 2, 3 of these in here. We got Reboot Optics. This has been kind of an interesting card because a lot of people feel like the flavor of the card isn't correct. Get that back in focus, sorry. But the art is incredible. I think they get some of these arts from like the comic books, but we do have lots and lots of different artists for the game. It gives a friendly unit 4 power for this turn, and defeat it at the end of the turn. So, and you just give a friendly unit 4 power this turn. So what this does is it boosts up your unit, and then, God, why is it not staying focused? There we go. Maybe. There we go. Sorry guys, trying to keep it in focus. So it just removes itself from the game after you get +4. So imagine equipping this to a Jackie Wells card. It'd be huge. We get 3 of these. Second Hand Bombus. Look at that cute little guy flying in the air. He's just a blocker, a Zeta Tech drone. Can't attack though, but he is a blocker. People are worried that this game might be blocker centric, but again, we haven't seen all the mechanics in this game yet. So blockers may not pose as much of a trouble as people think. Stop it, camera. Got 1, 2, and 3. We have Evelyn Parker, the Scheming Siren. She is a doll. We have seen her revealed. When your rival steals one or more of your friendly gigs, if this unit is spent, you draw a card. So it's a draw engine. 1, 2, you get 2 of those. And then we have T-Bug. I don't know if she's been revealed yet. Everybody likes T-Bug, one of our favorite net runners from 2077. Come on, camera. There we go. It is a vanilla though. 3 cost, Netrunner Merc, but it has 5 power. So it's interesting. And it only costs 1 RAM, so easier to play. But T-Bug is one of everybody's favorite Netrunners, and we get 3 of those. And we got the Delamain Cab. Delamain Cab, I mean, it has already been proven in some gameplay testing that this card can be a little bit of a menace because it is, a 7 cost for 4 or 7 power for 4, and we get 1, 2, and 3. And of course, we got the MTOD12 Flathead. You have 7 or more street cred, this unit cannot be blocked. So get this out on the field and you start swinging. As long as you have enough street cred, you're gonna start stealing those gigs quickly. You get 2 of these, and of course we get the 1 Jackie Wells. So this is effectively the boss card of this deck specifically. I don't know how much of that was already revealed in the playtesting. I don't know, there's more in this box that I don't, or not playtesting in the reveals, but we definitely have more in this box here, obviously. Let's get to the second deck. This is going to be the Arasaka deck. The Arasaka deck. Now, unwrapping this. We've already seen these tip cards. We've already seen all this, so I'm going to go ahead and move them out of the way. 1, 2, 3. Got Yorinobu Arasaka. We got Goro Takamura, Hands Unclean. And then we got the regular rarity of Saburo Arasaka. Alright, starting off with our first gear card. We've seen this, the Mantis Blades. This just gives +2 and costs 1. Makes your guy more deadly. 1, 2, and 3 of those in the alpha kit. And then we got Satori, Sword of Saburo. This is his signature weapon. 2 cost for the +1, and then on attack, if it wins a fight against a rival unit, you draw a card. So this is, one of the potential draw engines you would see in an Arasaka deck. 1, 2 of those. And then we have Sandevistan. This has been a card that has been somewhat confusing to some people because of how it's worded. So it has a playability that this unit can attack spent units this turn. Now, the confusion here is because it specifies spent units, and you can only attack spent units. But what this is effectively doing, for those who still don't understand it, is it just gives, for those who have like familiarity with Magic or One Piece, this just gives like rush or haste. So it allows your unit card or legend card that you played this turn to be able to swing this turn, because the units and the legends in this game have summoning sickness. Basically, they can't attack the turn they're played. So this just ignores that, gives it that haste. Fitting for the Sandevistan. We got Industrial Assembly, and we have 2 of those Sandevistans. We have Industrial Assembly, increase a friendly gig by 4. Then if you have 7+ street cred, draw a card, so more card draw. We're able to see a lot of cards in this game. We have Corporate Surveillance. We have 3 of those Industrial Assemblies. Sorry, don't want to take too long, going through these. Corporate Surveillance, spend a rival unit with a cost 3 or less. Discard programs after they resolve. So this is sort of like a control-y card. Kind of prevents you from being able to keeps your opponent from being able to block. So this would target blocker cards. So if someone has that Bombus on the V and Friends deck out, this kind of stops it. Keeps it from being able to block. So cards like this are valuable in what people think is a block form. We get 3 of these. And then we have Corpro Security. This unit can attack, blocker for 2. Just nice security guards. You get 3 of those. Ruthless Lowlife. I love the art of this game already. Come on. Quit being a jerk. There we go. I love the art. I love like the almost kind of has like a manga feel to it, but not quite. So when a rival steals 1 or more friendly gigs, if this unit is spent, the value of those gigs become 1. So it basically says, hey, if you could steal any one of these dice, but it's going to become 1, he's tapped out. So it's kind of like a low rush weenie guy. You get 2 of those, but you want to swing with it every time if you can. Swordwise Hustle. This is one of those vanilla cards, kind of like T-Bug, that have somewhat of a decent cost, but high power that you can start adding the Mantis Blades to, or any of the gear to make it more of a threat, more of a problem to deal with. All right, we get 1, 2, and 3 of those. Then we got Emergency Atlas. This is another vehicle. This is for the Trauma team. 4 cost, 7 power. Again, vanilla in terms of like abilities, but art's sick. And one thing that I wish that they would do, and I think it's been talked about before, is I wish they would put like flavor text in these blank, like for vanillas or just in general. I feel like it'd be really nice if they were able to put like some sort of flavor text to fill this box up, because this looks like a chunk of missing space. Because if it was going to be vanilla, you could have either put flavor text, or you could have made more art go all the way down. It'd been kind of nice, full arts in a way. So you get 3 of these. We got our boy Goro Takamura, Losing His Way. This unit has +1 power during your turn for each face-up legend in your legends area. So if a legend is not in your legends area, it's in the battlefield, it does not count towards this. Kind of boosts the boy up. This is sort of going to be our like Jackie Wells of this Alpha Kit deck, and it sort of gets real big, real fast, and starts taking multiples of these gigs if you let it get it out of hand. So this is the guy that you want to square up against Jackie. So it does start off with a little bit less power, but it also costs less. Jackie Wells costs 6 and starts with a 6+, meaning that it gets power more as it goes. This is only a 4 cost, it gets 5. So maybe in terms of like economy, this is a better card. I don't know. You guys let me know in the comments below what you think is better, Jackie or Goro. We get 2 of those, and then we get the Armored Minotaur. So the Armored Minotaur, I believe, is a somewhat controversial card, only because it doesn't meet the RAM requirements. But it has been stated that it's a known thing that happened. So for the purposes of play testing with this, you definitely can still use it, because I believe, let me pull out the legends here. Go all the way back, because the way deck building works is you have to have an appropriate amount of RAM. So yeah, we only get 1 red card. So it's a 2 red, 2 red RAM card, like 2 or less in terms of RAM that we can play of red cards, and then we have 4 or less of green cards. So it makes me think that potentially the Armored Minotaur was supposed to be a green card, or maybe one of the legends was supposed to be another red card, and the colors got mixed up. That's neither here nor there, but you could still, if you guys are testing, of course, just for testing purposes, you could still use this. This is sort of like your mega boss monster. Maybe. It does remove on play. I will say, one thing I'm feeling with these cards is they're already, most of these are not even foil, and I don't know if you can see that. They're already kind of bowed. I don't know if it's from the packaging, from the temperatures of travel, or not. They're already a little bit pringled. And especially, just like, this is the Jackie Wells card, just pull it outside. They all have a little bit of a pringle to them. I don't know if that's a production issue or if that's just from the travel issue. So we have these 2 slots here. I don't know what's in these 2 slots. I think these are the dice, actually. I hear the rumbling. Oh, yes. These are the gig dice. So, as some of you have learned, and those of you who are just joining into the Cyberpunk journey, gig dice are basically how you win, and you need a set of 6 polyhedral dice, a d20, a d12, a d8, a d10, a d6, and a d4. Their d4 is probably a better rolled d4. This is how you track your street cred. So when you roll a dice, you rolled a d12, I rolled a 3, I got 3 street cred. So I think, really already off the bat, I'm a Dungeons and Dragons guy, I'm a tabletop RPG guy. The fact that they're paying homage to the game, to the history of Cyberpunk, because it started off as a TCG. I love that they've implemented this, and they've also done it in such a unique way that doesn't hinder actual skill. Like, people see dice in a card game and immediately worry about RNG posing an issue, and really, honestly, from what I've seen with gameplay and the way they designed it, it's not going to be an issue. So it looks like here, because obviously they want me to be able to play with people, they give us 2 sets of dice. So that is what's in the alpha kit. I think what we have here is a very solid start. I can't wait to see more. As far as the quality of the cards go, I don't know if you can hear that, but that is some solid card quality. It's nice and thick, but not too thick. It does have a little bit of pringling to them. Again, I'm not entirely too sure if that's just from the travel or if that was something that happened in production. I'm a huge fan of these card backs. I like that they made the legend cards be opposite, like inverses of the regular cards in your deck, so you don't mistake them when they're in your Eddy area. You have them in your legend, because you could use legends as Eddies to pay for costs, but you also don't want to forget which is which when you're going to pick which card you want to be played from your legend area or reveal it as into your legend pool. So I think that was very smart of them to do. Again, the card art on this is crazy. I love the card art. I would love to see all of these foil. But so far, I feel like there isn't really anything new here. Like maybe 1 or 2 cards. I need to go back and look at the card nexus before officially saying that. But I don't really see anything that's actually new. So I feel like I don't want to say it's disappointing, but I feel like people's expectations were that we were going to see brand new cards in the alpha kit reveals. So maybe that's a little bit disappointing to them. But again, I could be wrong. Again, I have to go check the card nexus. But some of these look familiar to me, or at least all of these look familiar to me in some way, shape, or form. But the big highlight here for me is of course the Novarware foiling. This card is beautiful. I can't wait to see the rest of the cards, the rest of the Nova foils in person, because there are 4 layers of texturing and foiling into these cards. So this one seems, so it's crazy because the foiled one looks less Pringled than the regular cards. That's kind of what's crazy. And they were packaged, and sealed in plastic and everything. So that's interesting. There's still a little bit of bowing, but you kind of always expect that with any kind of TCG. Their foil is always Pringle because of the way that the metal, sheets in there kind of react to cold temperatures and humidity. But truly, these cards, beautiful. Definitely gonna sleeve this up immediately. Like it's so shiny that my focus keeps going in and out. But again, these cards look great. I cannot wait to start getting games, start teaching people how to play this game, get some games going. And of course, I cannot wait for the Kickstarter. March 17th, people, 9 a.m. Pacific time. That is when the Cyberpunk Kickstarter goes live. Do not forget that. Mark that in your calendars. Be ready to flood WeirdCo with your eddies. You know what? The curiosity is killing me just a little too much. We're going to go ahead and we're going to open up this unbox. I have a feeling that there's a reason why. I mean, I would think that they're the same color as these, but it'd be kind of cool if they were different colors or something like that, just so you can tell the difference between the rivals. But I mean, I don't expect that per se. But oh, okay, cool. These boxes, try not to tear them up. So yeah, okay, so there's a second pair of dice that have more of like a colorful pastel, a little bit more cyberpunky, a little less dark, like a kind of a brighter cyberpunk color. I like the pink dice. So I mean, honestly, I think that, we've seen both these dice sets with the presentation of the 2 bits of gameplay we did see on the Red stream. So I don't know why I didn't think that there was going to be a different color set of another different color set of dice here, but it is what it is, But I think everything in this alpha kit is beautiful. I mean, of course we solve our little bit of the nitpicky issues here, but hey, we can't complain too hard. I mean, I'm just excited to have the cards here. Stop trying to pick up the dice over there. Pick up the cards in front of you. But yeah, no, I'm excited. I cannot wait for the Kickstarter launch. I cannot wait to be able to have even more of these cards in hand, and of course the final product. And of course, I definitely think my favorite of the 2 decks. Honestly, it's hard to say which one my favorite of the 2 decks is, because there's reasons to like both of them. I mean, they obviously do somewhat different things, but also similar things depending on how. Like there's a lot of similar cards, but they work differently. So honestly, I'm not sure if I have a favorite deck. I mean, I think there's a lot more like characters that I like in the V and Friends deck, with being Jackie, Flathead, and all that. Flathead's not really a character, but Delamain. Who doesn't like Delamain? T-Bug, Evelyn Parker, Bombus, and of course, I don't know, but it's tough to say. You guys let me know down in the comments which one of these decks is your favorite based on what you saw, but either whether it be characters or like the flavor of how these decks work. But yeah, I think the world will be very satisfied when these cards come in. The foiling, again, looks just fantastic. With that being said, in all seriousness, I want to give a big shout out to WeirdCo for providing us with the opportunity of going over an alpha kit for the Cyberpunk TCG. It has been a blast being in the Discord, hanging out with you all. I love being hyped for you all, and I love just chit-chatting about the game and our excitement for it. Again, March 17th is when that Kickstarter is in fact going live, so you better mark it down in your calendars, 9 a.m. Pacific time. You want to be ready, get those wallets ready. You want to be able to support this Kickstarter to make sure that people know the Cyberpunk Kickstarter is wanted, needed, and desired. I think we learned a lot today going over the alpha kit. I don't see any glaring issues per se. I mean, that pringling we've seen with the regular cards, it could be just a multitude of different things, whether it be whether or not, even though it was sealed. Who knows really what that is? To me, that's really a moot point. I mean, if it really bothers you that much, you could stick silica packets in with them one day, or put them underneath some books, but I really don't see that being an issue. The card stock is a nice thickness. It's going to go in sleeves nicely. It doesn't feel flimsy. It doesn't feel fragile. The art looks great. There's a few nitpicky things that I could think of here, like I said, with the vanilla cards not being full art or not having any sort of like flavor text on them. You know, it'd be really cool to kind of supplement the cards with that, because I think you could learn a lot from the lore of Cyberpunk just by putting little tidbits of flavor text into these cards. Just food for thought. Again, thank you so much, WeirdCo. Thank you all for tuning in to another episode of Cyberpunk TCG. I enjoy making these videos for you all, and I look forward to making even more content for you guys. And of course, if you enjoyed this video, go and watch another one for me. I have plenty of videos out there in the playlist if you haven't already checked them out either. And of course, don't forget to subscribe. It costs nothing, and if you don't end up enjoying the videos, you can always unsubscribe. But do me a favor and turn that button from red to gray. We will catch you in the dark future, Chooms. Peace.
Hey everybody, this is the People's Champ thanking you for watching this video. If you want to see content just like this, there should be a playlist attached at the end of this video. If not, check our channel out and see what else you like there. And as always, like, comment, and subscribe.